Right, can you hear me, Chairman? Good morning, Chairman. Can you hear me, Chairman? Hello? Hello, Chairman.
If it helps you, Steve, it looks like the chairman has left the meeting for one purpose or another, whether it's his IT gone down or whatever.
Right.
He's not visible on my screen. He's back
Good
now.
morning, Chairman. Morning, Chairman. Can you hear me?
First left. Good morning. Yes, I can, Steve. Thank you. Shall I go?
Yes, already, Chairman.
Good morning. Welcome to the online meeting of the. Okay, thanks. I'll start again. I hope you can all hear me. Good morning and welcome to the online meeting of the definitive map and statement of public rights of way sub. This is a formal public meeting and the audio feed of this meeting is being broadcast via the County Council's website. I would like to welcome any members of public who are listening to this online. Before we begin, I'd like to confirm who is present. Steve Blagg, Democratic Services Officer, will ask members to indicate their presence. Okay, Steve?
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. Good morning, members. Could I please ask you to confirm your presence when your name is called in alphabetical order? Councillor Tom Ashton. Councillor David Brailsford. I know for a fact he's given his apologies, Chairman. Councillor Lindsay Corey.
Present.
Councillor Kevin Clark.
Present.
Councillor Ian Fleetwood.
Present.
We know you're here, Chairman. Councillor Hilton Spratt. Not here. Officers, Chairman, I've got Karen Bach and I also noticed Chris Miller's here as well, Chairman, both from the Countryside Division. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Steve. Is there anybody who's listening who might either be an officer or a councillor who we've missed from the list? No, okay. If during this meeting a member would like to ask a question or raise a point, they're requested to use the chat function and to just write "speak" as a comment, and Steve will pick that up. When you've done that, I'll invite you to speak, unmute your microphones and switch on their videos. When you have finished speaking, and indeed while the meeting's progressing, probably, if you mute your microphone and switch off the video, it places less strain on the processing power. If you leave the meeting, please let us know using the chat function. And if you lose connection, just end the call using the red phone and try to rejoin the meeting using the original meeting link provided. If we do lose a member, because we're such a small group, I will pause the meeting for a period to allow that member to rejoin the meeting. And if the member's not rejoined the meeting by the time we start the meeting, then that person will be treated as having left the meeting, even though it probably wasn't their fault. If you lose connection, just end the call using the red phone and try to rejoin the meeting using the original meeting link provided. If we do lose a member, because we're such a small group, I will pause the meeting for a period to allow that member to rejoin the meeting. And if the member's not rejoined the meeting by the time we start the meeting, then that person will be treated as having left the meeting, even though it probably wasn't their fault. Steve, you've already mentioned that we've got one apology for absence. Are there any others, please?
Thank you, Chairman. No, as you say, the only apology I have received is Councillor David Brailsford, and I've been informed by the Chief Executive that Councillor Kevin Clark has replaced Councillor Sarah Parking on the subcommittee for this meeting only, Chairman. Thank you.
Okay, and I can see Kevin on my video, but he didn't announce his presence, but I think he is there. Kevin, are you there?
Yeah, I did actually say I was here.
Sorry, it's old age and dementia. I missed it. Thank you. We know you're there, and thank you very much for joining the committee for this meeting. Members I just want to remind you, you've only got to declare any relevant interests which have not been declared on your declaration of pecuniary interest forms. But if you have got any interest in this meeting particularly, it's probably worth declaring it. If you just want to type speak if you've got something to declare. Okay, good. Agenda item number 3, minutes. I'd like to move the minutes of the meeting of the definitive map and statement of public rights of way subcommittee held on the 21st of July 2020 as an accurate record. Could I have a seconder to that motion, please?
Chairman, I cannot second that. I wasn't at the last meeting, and the reason being that I had IT issues, so therefore couldn't join. So it will have to be somebody other than myself. But I accept my apologies for the last meeting. It wasn't my own doing, and this is Councillor Ian Fleetwood.
Yeah, Ian, thanks for that. I think I had some glitches as well.
Chairman, I'm happy to second that. I was there.
Thank you very much, Lindsay. I'm pleased you were. Hello, Tom. I've just seen your face appear as well.
Apologies, Mr. Chairman. I was having difficulty logging in.
No problem. We'll add you to the list of members, Steve. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine, Chairman. Thank you.
Okay, item 4. As you're all aware, this is been promoted as a confidential information, a confidential meeting. I'd like to move that the press and public be excluded from this meeting for the following report by reason of the likely disclosure of confidential information, the disclosure of which to the public is prohibited by an enactment naming the disclosure of special category information relating to an individual in breach of the Council's obligations under data protection legislation. Would somebody please second that motion?
Quite happy to second that one, Chairman. Councillor Ian Fleetwood.
Thank you, Ian. You've caught that, Steve.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. Chairman, I just wondered if, because I'm having issues this end, I just wondered if Daniel Steele, I don't know whether you can hear me. I'm sorry to have to verbally say this, but can he stop the recording for the public, for the audio?